before the miracles, before the crowds, before the cross and the resurrection, there was a simple man, without a throne, without a sword, without recorded speeches, a man who preached no sermons, wrote no books, and performed no signs. Yet he was the one to whom God entrusted the care of his own son. This is the story of Joseph, the father of Jesus. Joseph lived in Nazareth, a small village in Galilee. It was not an important place. Nothing there drew attention. He was an artisan, a builder, a manual laborer. He earned his bread through daily effort, a simple life, a predictable routine. Joseph was a descendant of King David, but he carried no crown and received no recognition. The glory of his lineage had faded with time. All that remained was the name and the promise. He was betrothed to Mary, a serious engagement, almost final in Jewish culture. Everything pointed to an ordinary life until the unexpected happened. Mary appeared pregnant, without explanations, without any possible human justification. At that time, this meant public shame, humiliation, possible stoning. Joseph could have accused her. The law allowed it, but the Bible defines him with a powerful word. Joseph was righteous. Righteous not only before the law, but before the heart of God. He decided not to expose Mary. He planned to leave her quietly. It was the decision of a wounded man, yet a merciful one. And then, when everything seemed lost, God spoke. God did not speak to Joseph in a public square. He spoke in a dream. Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for what has been conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to name him Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. Joseph awoke, and he did something extraordinary. He obeyed, without demanding proof, without asking for additional signs, without complaint. He accepted a mission that would place his honor at risk forever. Joseph took Mary as his wife. He took responsibility for the child. He took upon himself the scandal. To the world, Jesus would be known as the Son of Mary. Whispers, stares, distrust. Joseph carried it all in silence. Soon after, a Roman decree was issued, the census. Joseph had to travel with the pregnant Mary. From Nazareth to Bethlehem, long roads, discomfort, urgency, and it was there, far from home, with no place to stay, that the Son of God was born, in a manger, and Joseph was there, not as a spectator, but as the one responsible. Not long after, another dream, another warning. Herod wanted to kill the child. Joseph did not hesitate. In the middle of the night, he fled with his family to Egypt, a foreigner in a foreign land, without guarantees, without stability, all to protect a child who was not biologically his, but whom God had entrusted to him. Joseph provided for the family. He worked, he waited, and when the danger passed, he returned back in Galilee. Joseph did something even more remarkable. He lived an ordinary life. He raised Jesus. He taught him to work, to respect, to obey. Jesus grew up under Joseph's roof. He learned how to use tools. He learned discipline. He learned silence. When the gospel says that Jesus grew in wisdom, stature, and grace, Joseph was there every single day. Joseph taught the Son of God how to live as a man. After Jesus' childhood, Joseph disappears from the scriptures. When Jesus begins his ministry, Mary is present. The brothers are mentioned. Joseph is not. Everything indicates that he died earlier, without public glory, without tributes, but with his mission fulfilled. He did not see the miracles. He did not see the cross. He did not see the resurrection. Yet he was essential for all of it to happen. Joseph teaches us that not every calling is public. Not every mission receives applause. Not every act of obedience is understood. He proves that God entrusts great works to simple people. Joseph did not save crowds directly, but he cared for the one who would save the world. The story of Joseph is not about protagonism. It is about faithfulness. It is about doing what is right when no one is watching. It is about trusting when we do not understand everything, because sometimes the most important role in history is played by those who accept to remain outside the center of the scene. If the story touched you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that cross time with love and faith.